feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Welcome to You're Back at the Shrimp Tank, to our post-show wrap-up. We're in the studio today with Dr. Jeffrey Linde. We've had an excellent show. We've learned about the Linde Institute of Plastic Surgery and how Dr. Jeffrey Linde finds balance between running, owning, operating a successful business, being an entrepreneur, and being a surgeon. And thank you for coming on the show today, Dr. Linde. As always, you can download a complete podcast. Today, the wrap-up's just a few little details on the show, but you're going to want to download the complete podcast at houston.shrimptank.podcast.com. So, Dr. Linde, thank you for being on the show. Just share with us a little bit more of your knowledge and wisdom. Tell us some of the qualities of what you feel is part of being a successful entrepreneur.
Well, I think you have to have good time management skills. You have to be able to prioritize, what are your most important decisions that need to be made, immediately, and which decisions can wait a little bit of time. You have to have good interpersonal skills. If you're not good with your interpersonal skills, then you'll certainly suffer as a business owner.
Yep, that's right. And some of our listeners today, they may be a young aspiring entrepreneur. They want to launch, they want to start that business. They may lack the confidence to do so. What would you say to them? Maybe they've even tried and failed. Maybe they've taken a step, they've gone out there, they got their nose bloody, they've been knocked back, and they're sitting here going, maybe even asking the question to themselves, do I have what it takes? What would you say? How would you encourage them to get back up and to get back in the game?
Well, I would just use an example of one of the most well-known sports athletes in the world, and that's Michael Jordan. If everybody would keep in mind, Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team. So imagine if he would have given up at that point in time. A lot of kids probably did give up, after they didn't make their high school basketball team. But you're not always going to be successful, and if you feel that you have what it takes, you should certainly keep pressing ahead until you become successful. If you keep at it, you'll make it.
That's awesome. That's right. Everybody knows that story about Jordan. So what about a personal success habit that you feel like has helped you get to this point?
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I do. My to-do list is infinitely long. There's always a to-do list to do as an entrepreneur. So the night before I go to bed, I make sure I have my next day's to-do list made. So that way, when I wake up in the morning, I'm ready to hit the ground running. And don't have to think about what I need to do that day. It's thought of the night before.
You actually map your day out the day before, and I guess that's the concept about you plan your day, or your day will actually run you. How about common obstacles that are standing in the way of entrepreneurs? What would you say are some of the most common things that the entrepreneur or the aspiring entrepreneur that they have to deal with?
Well, I would say one of the biggest things today is the economy. I mean, the economy is very discouraging right now for people, and taking out loans to open up a new business. I think this is one of the biggest obstacles that we have currently.
Right, and so the economy is something that someone might look at and say, "Hey, the economy's tough right now." Does that mean that you wait to launch your business, or you find a different location to launch your business, or what would you do with that information if you're in an economy that's struggling?
Well, you just have to work that into your business plan. I mean, we talked about during the podcast the importance of having a business plan. So if the economy is tough, you have to have a business plan that kind of matches the current state of the economy and that makes sense on paper. Because if it doesn't first make sense on paper, it's not gonna work out in the long run.
That's right. And so, Dr. Linde, could you share again with our listeners, how would someone get in touch with you and the Linde Institute of Plastic Surgery if they wanted to learn more about you and your business?
Okay, again, I'm located in the luxurious shopping and dining district called Market Street in the Woodlands, Texas. And our phone number is 281-419-1177, or you can visit our website at www.lindeplasticsurgery.com.
I've been to his offices. They're wonderful offices. You should go out and see Dr. Linde. And Dr. Linde, thank you for coming on our show today.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate that.
We really appreciate you sharing your knowledge and wisdom with the entrepreneurs that are aspiring, that want to start a business, and those people that already have a business going and they just want to get to the next level. Thank you for coming out and sharing.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Great. Thank you.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank.